Okay. What's up, y'all? This is going to be the first of hopefully many videos to come. I've never really been a big dipper, but I got started probably, I don't know, half a year ago. Haven't really, done much, haven't really explored or anything really, but I just thought I might actually give us, good springs, because you got guys like Outlaw and Mud Jug and Chris Dips who have all been dipping for at least 5 years. I'm not entirely sure how long Outlaw has. I know Mud Jug says he has been dipping for close to 20 years. I never really watched Chris Dips, but I decided I might as well give myself the chance to do this. I'm a fan of YouTube and all that. Anyways, rambling aside. So the point of this is going to be a review on what is my most dipped dip so far out of the like 3 or 4 ones I've done. And that's Skoal pouches in the extra rich tobacco blend flavor. Extra rich tobacco blend. How many more fucking words do you need to put on your dip? Anyways, I know the pouches, but still. That smell of I guess cherry, I guess is the best way to put it. You little shitty pouches. Everyone always disses on pouches. I never really saw why. I mean, what they do with the pouches? Okay. So, there's nothing really to describe it why people hate it so much. I guess because they see it as, it's easier, so it's, not as manly, or it's more pussified, or I don't fucking know. I don't really give a shit. But, I haven't got a Mud Jug yet, so I'll be spitting in the Dr. Pepper bottle. I call Dr. Pepper bottle. Because unlike everyone else who dips in tobacco, I mean, I like Mountain Dew, I'll drink it when I don't got Dr. Pepper, but so far I drink Dr. Pepper mostly. Anyways, so we're going to let this go ahead sit in my lip for, I don't know, 10 minutes or whatever. And unlike Outlaw or Mud Jug, I'm not going to cut my videos, it's just going to be a straight good old video. And no editing or anything unless, something really major happens or something. Just to keep in mind, I've only been dipping for 6 months. This is the only real major dip I've had. And, So, I'll start out. I really kind of got into dipping completely just off a whim. Kind of like how Outlaw describes. Outlaw describes that his friend would always offer him dip, and he said no. And he went home one night, and he's like, I really want some in my lips. So he, goes out to a friend, has his friend give him some dip, and he goes home and tries it in secret or whatever. My story is I always wondered why my friends and my cousin are always really big dippers. They always were having me buy their dip for them, which I did because whoop-de-doo, whatever. Because, I always believed in the stuff, tobacco's bad for you, whatever, until I saw Mud Jug's video on that one doctor. Can't remember what his name is anymore. So, I went home, was lying in bed, and I started looking up how, because at the time I didn't know, what you did with dip. You put it in your lip, put it in your mouth, put it on your tongue, under your tongue, behind your tongue, swallow it, eat it. I didn't fucking know at the time. So I went ahead, looked it up. And looked up what was like the easiest stuff to start on. I found out, pouches basically was just like long cut, put in a little cloth pouch to make it easier to put in your mouth and won't go around and shit. It's also easier on your gums or whatever, because the tobacco has to go through the pouch and then through your gums. But so I decided, all right, I want to do pouches. And I didn't want to immediately go to, any of the Copenhagens or Grizzlies. So that's when I found out, on the average, Skoal dips are usually less in nicotine and whatnot. So saw my friend again, and my cousin, and I said, yo man, next time you're up to my house, could you pick me up a can of Skoal Xtra pouches? And he said, are you going to get in a dip? And I was like, yeah, I'll try it, see what I think about it. So about a week or two go by, and finally he shows up in my house, and here he comes. He's like, yeah man, they didn't have any straight pouches, so I got you this. tosses me the can, and I look at it. I look up at him. I look at the can, and I was like, you just had to get the worst fucking thing in the entire world. It was Skoal mint pouches. Okay? I hate mint. I absolutely fucking hate mint. I hate mint more than the Nazis. Not really. But I was like, well, I don't want to do any, grains yet. Because like I said, I'm a beginning dipper. I mean, never ever had to keep anything in my mouth more than, a thermometer or something. Dick. Anyways. So, went ahead, did it. I couldn't crack the can because I like to bite my nails. I'm going to try and stop that so I can crack cans easier. And it's just not really the healthiest thing for you. But, so, I had them crack the can for me. I took a pouch, threw it in my mouth, and I was like, oh, I can already taste the stupid fucking mint. So, I say, alright, I hate it. I'll put it in. Went ahead, threw that son of a bitch in, and I kept it in for probably half an hour as we sat there and played, and I was just like, I'm not getting any juice from this. My spit, that's what my spit always looked like, white. And I still do it. I still spit white all the time at the beginning. Until, I get really sucking on it. Anyways, sucking jokes. So after about half an hour, I told him, I was like, man, I can't keep this crap in anymore. And I was like, peeled it out, threw it in the bottle, whatever. My brother tried it. Who, he really shouldn't be dipping. He's way underage, but what am I gonna do? So, he went ahead and threw one in, and he started fucking sweating, man. I mean, he was just starting to become drenched in fucking sweat. He took off his shirt. His whole body was just glistening in fucking sweat. He's like, man, I gotta take this out. I was like, get it out your mouth, Dace. Enough. So, that was my first dipping experience. Like I said, it's been about probably half a year. I'm not good on time, and I was like, ugh. So, but I thought, that wasn't a great experience, but I was like, I'm not gonna, I already had, a hatred against mint. So I said, alright, well, I'll try something else. I can't remember. I was looking around for stuff. I can't remember what it was. But then I stopped at Sheets once, and I noticed the Silver Creek, and I was like, I'd never heard of Silver Creek before. We heard of Skoal, Grizzly, Kayak, Longhorn, I think I heard of Klondike, Copenhagen. I never heard this stuff, so I asked the lady for a can of it, long cut wintergreen. Went ahead, ran my, my freaking driver's photo for probably the first month or two until the people at the Sheets kind of started getting to know me. So I went ahead, hunted down my friends, but they didn't want to try it because they were with their girlfriends at the time or whatever. So, I was like, fuck you guys, I'm going to try it. Cracked that can, packed it, cracked it, packed it and cracked it. And I went ahead and got a little piece, probably the size of my fingernail here. And I threw that in my lip, and holy shit. That stuff started burning a hole like fucking radiation through my lip. I was like, so I went back, started talking to him, and he's like, what's wrong? I was like, I got a tiny little pinch of that crap in, I can't stand it. So my friend Ben's like, I got some Skoal pouches up in my truck if you want them. I was like, yeah, I'll take anything for this. You got $1? So he was like, yeah, I took $1, bought a can of Mountain Dew, yanked that fucking shit out. Gurgled fucking Mountain Dew. The whole fucking 12-ounce can of Mountain Dew just got that taste out of my fucking mouth. Went up to his truck, and what's he pull out but Skoal Xtra, which blend in pouches. I said, so what's it taste like? He's like, yeah, it probably tastes like cherry. It's like, alright, so I went ahead and put one in, and I was like, it tastes like cough syrup. It tastes like the cough syrup I used to take. Well, the little party was that ended, so got him, my friend, I think it was Zach, maybe it was Matt, I don't know. One of my friend's cars. It was like fucking, I don't know, probably 11 at night, and so they drove me home because I had my mother drop me off because at the time I didn't have my driver's license. I was 18, I didn't have my driver's license. Yeah, make fun of me, bastards. So as we was driving, the buzz, because it was my first proper dip that properly got in. I really liked it, and I was just sitting there, closed my eyes. I was like, I mean, I was fucking wobbling and shit. It was absolutely fucking hilarious. So that's why I've been dipping this ever since. I just like it. It reminds me of the cough syrup taste, which it's kind of like it's not foreign to me. So I like it. People always bitch at me for, you know, pouches and pouches. Pouches are bad. Pouches are pussy. Pussy in the pouches, outlaw likes to say. Well, I don't really see the bad thing, okay? It's less nicotine. Still gives me a buzz. I like the flavor. It's easy to keep in my mouth. It's easy to hide. I mean, can you really tell I have one in? Maybe you can, because I have it in my front. Last couple times I've dipped, I put it on my left and my right, and I always I'd finish it, pull it out, you know, wait a few minutes, spit out the rest, so the next thing I drank wouldn't taste too much like it, and I'd always just get sick. It's just like, ugh, like my stomach was fucking like going to fall out. So, I decided to start putting it up front, and ever since, I haven't had a problem. I'm thinking about maybe trying Copenhagen pouches, or whatever they call it, well, whatever the name for it is. I got my little Chromebook here. Get out of here, goggles, glasses, whatever. Let me go ahead and look at my freaking Chromebook here. My files were open. So I actually have a folder with all these dips, just Copenhagen, Kodiak, Longhorn, Red Seal, Silver Creek, Timber Wolf, Stokers, fucking everything, man. Copenhagen. Got them. I actually have them all organized. The name, yep, Copenhagen, Coke. Yes, Copenhagen, guys. Copenhagen pouches. Oh, look at that nice can. So, and the main reason I'm thinking about trying Copenhagen pouches is because Outlaw, I think, said he tried Copenhagen pouches once, and he got the biggest ass buzz off of it. And I like the buzz. I like that, like, weird, like, lighter than the air feeling. So, but I let this sit in there a little while, and like I said, I've been dipping it, you know, I only dip once or twice, maybe every couple of weeks. I've been doing it more often now just because I really like the buzz. It helps me stay calm and whatever. And it's a good way to pass the time when I'm driving and my paper up, which I've got to go in about half an hour. So, like I said, I haven't tried too many dips, but I really do like the extra rich blend Skoal pouches. Maybe whenever I do start getting into the grains, maybe I'll try the grain version. I actually have a can of it out on my little can patio, I guess. I collect all these freaking Copenhagen and Grizzly cans and whatever. This is a hobby. I like collecting things, you know. Dip cans, soda bottles, colored dildos. I don't collect dildos. But, I'm also going to try and start collecting some mud jugs now that I finally got a job. But, really, without having anything else to really compare it to, I can't really give it a score. But so far, out of the 2 or 3 that I've tried, it is the best of them. Like I said, mint, I hate mint. I once took a fucking one of those peppermint patties or whatever they call. Then the silver fucking packaging, I bit into it thinking it was, you know, chocolate covered like cookie or something. Oh god, blech. So that's it. Out of all of it, I don't think it's the greatest. It doesn't give the strongest of buzz. But since I live in Pennsylvania, we don't have dip tax, as I like to call it. So, you know, even Copenhagen, I hear people saying, oh, you know, we Canadians, we have to pay like $15 a can or whatever, which is like $10 USD, I think. And I'm like, hey, guess what? I get it for $1.95 a can, bitch. You know, I guess the closest thing we have to a regular price dip is Copenhagen Black, which is like $3.50 a fucking can. But so got a roll of that for my friend for Christmas. I got a roll of wintergreen long cut from Copenhagen for my other friend. That's the kind of like favorite dips. But that's really all. It's a good dip from what I've had. I'm hoping to branch out. I actually have an unopened can of Skoal Xtra wintergreen pouches I'm gonna try. I'm gonna start trying more pouches, dipping more, because really, I know people that know me will laugh at how I see you becoming addicted. No, I see addiction as something that you have to keep doing it, but you really don't want to do it. Like, there's nothing compelling me. If I wanted to, I could throw every fucking thing dip-related ever, unsubscribe from Outlaw Mud Jug, and live the rest of my life without ever having taken a dip, and I'll feel perfectly fine. I'm not fucking addicted. I can stop when I choose to, but I'm not going to choose to, because there's nothing wrong with it. It gives me a nice little alcohol-like buzz. Never drank alcohol, not 21 yet. I am 20, by the way. Birthday's coming up in October, but that's still a good ways away. So, until I get a real alcohol buzz, can't really compare it, but I like it. It's a good feeling. It keeps me calm. So that's really my review. 8 out of 10 from the 2 or 3 that I've tried. Like I said, I haven't dipped it from what too many dips, but from what I can tell people, yes, I stutter a lot. But from what I can tell from other people, they seem to like other things more. So yeah, I'm dipping a lot. I'm spitting a lot of white, but yes, I dip too much. Not dip. I spit too much. I stutter. I talk really fast. Hey, that's just giving me the issue of these videos. So that's all for me. Go ahead, go set this thing to render so the file will actually be uploadable on my shitty internet. And I'll see you guys in the next video whenever I decide to try and do it. I'll try and start doing like first impressions. Like you guys will see me crack the extra wintergreen pouches can, and you know, and as I go through becoming a dipper, you'll see my first reactions, and then I don't know, a month or two later, if I keep dipping it, I'll give you my full review of it. Alright, this is my first video. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment. God damn, I stutter a lot. I know I'm not that big of a YouTube channel yet, but I don't want freaking, you know, commenters saying, you know, how bad it is, or you should stop, or, you know, any of that crap. I'll just block you people. I don't really care. It's my fucking life. Let me live it, just like I let heroin addicts be heroin addicts. Hey, if they want to screw up their life, it's not my goddamn problem. If I want to screw up my life, it ain't your fucking problem either. So, I will see you all in the next video. Have a nice day, and remember to pack yourself a fucking lip.